Yeah. That's good. It does have a nice taste. It's hot though.
Welcome to FuddyBuddies Hot Ones. This is the copy of the other show, Hot Ones, where we have hot questions and even hotter wings. Today we have our very well-known, beloved friend, Dalton Honsinger. He is born and raised in Missouri. He is the founder and also operator of Back Home Electrics. And also he has, as you know, is the Taskmaster of FuddyBuddies Taskmaster 2022 and 2023. Welcome to the show, Dalton.
Thank you. Excited to be here, I think. I hope.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier to Dalton that, like, he saw me, like, as he was walking in, I was, like, sneezing. He was like, did he get into the sauce already? I was like, I was just cleaning. So I was literally just cleaning the sauces. And the fumes from the sauces caused me the... Anyways. We'll get into that later.
Okay. Cleanse my palate. Okay.
Quality water.
Mm-hmm.
For those who aren't familiar with the Hot Ones show, we basically have different series of hot sauces. All of these were purchased from the actual Hot Ones show brand. And then we got these wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. We're only doing 5 wings because it's cheaper. And we're just going to have questions in between. So just a little sampler question before we actually get into the wings.
Okay.
I mentioned that you're born and raised in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Is there, like, anything that, like, you wish that you could have been, like, born in or, like, raised in a different, like, culture or something like that?
Well, first, I was not born in Missouri.
Psych!
Surprise.
Okay.
I was going to let it slide, but since you brought it up again, I was actually born in Kansas, which is not a whole lot different, but...
My bad.
Kansas pride. I'm a flatlander. So,
okay.
Born in Kansas, yeah, raised in Missouri, Kansas. We live really close to the state line, so we would kind of flop back and forth a lot. But if I had to pick another ethnicity... Is it like ethnicity or culture, I guess was your question?
Any of the above.
Another culture. Oh, I have no idea. Probably, I do enjoy Hispanic culture. And I've been immersed in that a good bit. So I'd probably just say that. Very warm, very friendly, very food-centric. I like food, so.
Very good. Speaking of warm and food.
Yeah, here we
have hot wings.
Yeah.
I think we can just get into it. So it's this one, your very left.
My left one. Okay. And this is the
Classic.
Garlic Fresno hot sauce.
You just went all in, huh?
Oh, yeah. I figure it's like sushi. Like if you take a bite of sushi, it's disrespectful to the chef. That's good. Not really feeling the heat, but you know what they say. Pride comes before the fall.
They do rate the sauces, and that one was a 1 out of 10. So.
Oh. Okay. 2 out of 10.
Oh, really? Sorry.
But still, that's nothing. Okay. There you go.
Feeling good?
I'm feeling great. I would eat that for pleasure. That's good. How about you? How are you feeling?
I'm doing great.
Okay. All right. Ask away.
So as an electrician since 2019,
yes.
What are some things that you find that gets commonly overlooked by, like, homeowners?
Number one, I would say I'll mix 2 things. I get called a lot. I was just talking about this yesterday. For GFIs, which is the outlets in your kitchen and bathrooms that have the little buttons. And then also just breakers that got tripped, which sometimes can be like a sign that something's wrong. sometimes it's just a nuisance trip and it just is a fluke and it just happens. But I get called and they're like, I need you to like fix something, replace something, and I go in and I'm just like, press the button and everything's working again, or just like go up to the breaker. And what a lot of people think is that on the breaker that you can just go up to it and turn it back on. That's not true for a trip breaker. It only goes to halfway. So you have to turn it all the way off and back on. And so some people will go to their breaker box and try to turn them all on. But what they don't know is the trip one they have to turn off and all the way back on. And I just feel bad because I'm like, oh yeah, here's your, and I can see it. Like, here's your problem. And then it's all good again. And they feel really embarrassed.
Interesting.
So if you ever feel like you need an electrician, check your GFIs, double check your breakers.
Shall we move on to wheel number 2?
Sure. Now, what is this one? Buffalo hot sauce. It's pretty good.
Classic Buffalo.
Yeah. Remember I tried Buffalo as a kid, and I didn't like the taste of it. So for a long time, even like into my teens and adulthood, wouldn't try Buffalo, wouldn't eat Buffalo. But within the past, honestly, a couple months, I've started to get into Buffalo.
Really?
Yep. I tried it and I was like, oh, this is actually good. So, yeah, don't let your kids try Buffalo.
Not while too young.
Yeah. Oh.
So I know that some of your favorite sauces are Asian zing and Caribbean jerk.
Yep.
And also the salted caramel.
Yep.
Where did you discover, like, obviously these are Buffalo Wild Wings sauces, but like,
Yeah.
Are there like specific notes that you appreciate? Like, I feel like those are very diverse flavors.
I think I just like Asian flavors, you know, when you go to Chinese restaurant or something, you get like the General Tso's or the sesame chicken or whatever. So I think I just picked that one because I was like, it'll probably be good, you know? And it was. It's a little spicier, I think, than a lot of like American Chinese dishes. If you go to, I've been to a Chinese place. It's off of Metcalf and 119th. Trying to remember if I can think of what it's called.
It's not Joy Walk.
It might be. I don't remember. But they have a, you know, Americanized Chinese menu, and they have a like authentic Chinese menu. And I would get a couple of dishes from that side every so often, and those ones are pretty spicy. So
Nice.
anyway, so that's why I like the Asian Zing one. Caribbean jerk was actually introduced to that one by Sean LaGuardia. We were out one time and I used to just get honey barbecue and Asian Zing, but he got the Caribbean jerk and I was like, oh, it smells awful. It smells like, I think I said, it smells like potpourri. It's like, it did not smell good at all. We had to try it and I was like, oh, it actually tastes better than it smells. So
There you go.
But yeah, it's got, I don't know what spices they use in jerk, but I think it's good. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Spicy, but still, you know, savory. Like, there's actually a flavor.
Yeah.
Sometimes something's just so spicy, you're like, spice is the flavor. Yeah, looking at this one over here.
Yeah.
But anyway, so.
Yeah, still on the food train, is there like a particular meal that was like, oh, I wish I could relive that for the first time?
For sure. Recently, actually. Well, let me think good and hard for a second. Yeah, no, I think recently we were spending like Christmas Eve, I think, with some of Sarah's family, and her friend like made this incredible meal, and like he made this great steak. It was like prime steak, you know, and mashed potatoes, which were super good, like with garlic, and like just everything was really dressed up. But my favorite part was like the gravy that he had made and the soup he had made. I don't like mushrooms. Like I will always choose not to have mushrooms. But somehow the way he seasoned this gravy and he seasoned this, I mean, it's similar to like the soups you get at like hibachi restaurant. It's like the mushroom kind of soup.
Sure.
It was that, but he just seasoned it so well and like just made it right. And I think he actually like cooked the onion or the mushrooms and he did it in the gravy and in the soup. It was just like when you put those together with the, I was doing up the soup onto the steak and it was just like the steak was amazing, but with that like extra flavor of the soup and then the gravy, did a little soup in the potatoes, like gravy in the potatoes, gravy on the steak. I was just like,
Ratatouille.
it really was like, yeah, it was genuinely. And I don't like mushrooms. I'll probably never like experience mushrooms in the same way, but I was just like, this is actually good. Like I saw it and I was like, oh, who puts mushrooms in gravy? But I was like, this is so good. But I think it was just like the combination of everything that was going on. I wish I could do that again. Super good. And I asked him later, I was like, what's the recipe for that soup? That was so good. He's like, honestly, I just started throwing stuff in. I was like, no.
Classic.
Anyway, yeah, very good. I love a good steak, but it's just all together. It's great.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, it was super good.
I feel like every talk devolves into like off the menu.
Sure, yeah.
The dream menu.
Yeah. Yeah. That would definitely be on my. No, I would put that soup on my dream menu for sure. It was so good.
I think we're good for wing 3.
Wing 3. Okay, what's this one? Los Calientes Verde. What's the level you got there?
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, we're jumping.
Okay. That's a big jump.
Yeah, because it felt spicier from 2 to 2.
Okay. Down the hatch, I guess.
Are you one biter?
I think I'm just going to go for the one bite. That's good. I was nervous about the green sauce, but it's good. Cali Mex flavors.
Very nice.
It's good.
5 different things to help alleviate your spice.
Okay.
I think we should just break them out because I have 3 different things.
Okay. Tell me what you got.
First of all,
I'll be honest, I'm taking this as a challenge to not need that, but I mean, yeah, you break it out if you want.
well, I'll just have it out here just in case.
That's good. What else you got going on?
Well, we'll break it out after each wing.
Oh, okay.
So it's like like a game show.
Okay.
It's like, will you step up for this milk?
Okay, that's good. That's good.
So we have a Fairlife chocolate milk.
Okay.
Don't need it though.
I don't need it, but if you feel like you need it, please.
I just wanted to flex. I got this prepped.
I appreciate that. I love some chocolate milk. All right.
All right. So
Hit me with it.
at the recording of this podcast,
Okay.
Dalton recently got engaged.
That's true.
Very exciting.
That's true. 5 days ago. Yeah.
Time flies.
Time flies.
So with like this exciting new adventure with you about to start a new family,
Yeah.
are there any like particular family traditions that you want to start incorporating?
Whoa. Wow. I've not gotten that far. No, I don't think I've thought really about that, but I think probably maybe this is wrong thinking and it's very incriminating because it's being recorded.
We can edit it out.
No, it's fine. But I think probably those traditions will come more as children come, for sure. Just because I think showing the importance of tradition, I think Sarah and I are both traditional people and there are things we adhere to for sure, but just showing the importance of tradition to children is like, I think, important to the both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you always have to, but just gives identity to family and also points towards the traditions of the Lord, traditions laid out in the Bible. So, yeah, I'll say maybe I'll just share some traditions that my family does do that would probably end up doing. every Christmas we don't like cook a meal. We just lay out. Well, before charcuterie was cool, we just called it like ham and cheese or like whatever. But now that it's a thing, it's charcuterie basically. But we'd always just lay out cheese and crackers and meats and fruits and stuff. But
That's fun.
I will say it is cool in recent years because charcuterie has become like a thing. Like my mom's gone out and purchased like a nice charcuterie board, whereas before she would just do it on her cutting board. But
Yeah.
she's got this nice thing, and like they have like the little knives for the jellies and cheeses, and like now that it's all that stuff's way more like my mom's definitely like stepped it up. So, but just loved it. It makes it easy for everyone. No one has to cook. No one's feeling stressed. It's just like if you're hungry, have a little snack, So
I might start doing that.
yeah, it's great. It is really great. But I mean, yeah, sometimes the Christmas dinner is like that's a great tradition too. Bring everyone together, but just different strokes for different folks.
For sure.
Anyway, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, shall we move on?
Sure, yes. Los Calientes Rojo. What is this one? Oh no. Oh, 5? What?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Then it goes 2, 2, 5, 5,
10. That's wild. I would have thought it would have been like, yeah, like 1, 3, 5, 8, 10. No, okay. They're just going to jump up 5 levels at the end.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Just making sure you grab the right one. I'm like this.
Me too.
It's not bad.
Tastes like a really good enchilada. That's good. What's their... Applewood smoked red jalapenos. There you go.
There you go.
I do feel a little more heat on that one though.
It's building.
It's a little bit more than what was on the green.
I felt like even from like the green one, like it felt pretty sweet at the beginning, but then like it's a slow.
Built up.
Yeah.
That one's a little more, I think.
Well.
What's for round 2?
Supposedly peanut butter is actually very good for killing spice.
Okay.
Might not need it now, but.
And you got the honey roast. So.
It's the good stuff.
There you go. Okay.
It's like that scene from Game Night.
Oh, yeah. Okay, how about now? It's like $10. Okay. You're going to bring out the big ones. I get it.
It's hilarious. Describe your dream wedding if money was not a concern.
Oh, wow. Dream wedding. I don't know that I've thought a whole ton about that. And now that I'm in the process of planning a wedding, I will say this is my dream. And in the planning process realized that it's probably not very practical. And I share this I've shared this opinion with our good friend Joseph Aldi for many years. But my dream wedding would just be open invitation. Invite whoever you want. Like, obviously, purposefully invite your friends, purposely invite your family, your church, your community, whatever. But then just tell them, like, hey, this is an open invitation. Bring whoever you want. And then party until, like, genuinely, like, 3 a.m. Like, just party until the party stops. Don't try and shut it down. Don't try and just... As long as people are partying, we're partying. Tons of food, drinks, just... That's my dream. That would be my dream wedding. In the wedding planning process, I've realized most venues they only allow a certain number of people.
Mm-hmm.
And they also only allow you to go until about like 11, like midnight at the latest. They do not facilitate things much later than that. So I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's kind of a pipe dream. But
so what you're saying is you're going to buy a venue so you can make your own rules.
I wish. I wish.
What's the one story most people would think of when they think of you?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that I have an overarching story. Who is most people? Okay, so maybe the people I'm close to a lot, which would be church family. It would probably be some kind of crazy thing that I did. I don't know. Hunting geese, half naked. I think I tell that one a good bit.
I haven't heard of this one.
What?
I don't think I need to hear right now, but
It would probably be that one. Just, yeah. Geese were terrorizing the dock, and then me and Joseph chased after them, but we were ill-prepared, ill-equipped, ill-clad, and we ran through a tree line and broke out and were seen by a bunch of strangers. And I'm sure they thought we were wild children because one of us had a gun, one of us had just boat paddles, and we were only in shorts, no shirt, no shoes.
no service.
And so they just see a goose break through the tree line and then two young kids just screaming their heads off trying to catch this goose. Anyway, that's probably what I think maybe a lot of people, I feel like I tell that story most to people. But
Interesting.
I don't know if most people think of that story. I don't know that people think of a story when they think of me, maybe.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, interesting question.
What was a challenging event or circumstance you went through that at the time seemed negative, but looking back on it, now you're thankful it happened / you went through it?
A negative experience that I'm thankful I went through, looking back.
Mm-hmm.
I know those exist. Just give me a second to think. Oof. Ugh. Oof. Do I have to say these out loud?
You can just say 5 words.
I think a lot of those things that were like hard situations were situations that like were born out of my own weakness. So it is a little painful to share, but I'll just say that I am free to share because it's not my strength, but his. I think when I got fired from my job last year was very difficult, and I was very angry. But looking back, I think it kind of opened my eyes to maybe the fact that I did find identity in like my work and not so much in the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, when that was taken away from me, and even like taken by a person who at one time like did commend me for my hard work and my, all this stuff, and then coming in and saying like, I think you're failing, which was true. But just to have that was like, yeah, basically this fake identity, this fake idol ripped away. It was like, oh man, like I need Jesus. I need the Lord. So looking back on it, I'm actually very thankful. And yeah, but it was really a rough time, rough season. But anyway, so there you go.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, of course.
All right, I think we're ready.
The final one.
Final one. Do you want to do a last dab?
Last what?
Last dab. Add a little bit more sauce on it.
Sure. I don't know what that means. I've never seen the show.
You've never seen the Hot Ones?
Nope. I've seen clips, but I've never seen the whole thing. I've just seen the clip where Shaq goes like, oh. Should we say a prayer? Lord, protect us. Bless it, if you can.
Amen.
Amen. Okay. Here we
Full
go.
bite?
I think I'm going to do the sauce tongue down. Mm-hmm. It just goes straight into the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Whoa. Yeah, okay. Ice cream. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
So Dalton.
It's in the throat a little bit. Let me eat this carrot. I think it's gonna help.
Is that something else?
Yeah, it's in my throat. Yeah. Yeah. Wish I hadn't swallowed it, really. The mouth I can handle, but it's in the throat. Yeah. That's good. It does have a nice taste. It's hot though. I think the carrots are helping. Maybe some water. No? You don't think so?
Try. I'm just gonna say chocolate milk really helps.
Is that cheating though, Christopher? Is that cheating?
I cheated.
All right. All right. Hit me with a question.
1 second.
Yeah, my nose now? It's happening. Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Okay. I'm tempted to say it's not that bad, but it is constant. It doesn't let up. And it's probably only going to keep getting worse.
I was listening to Ed Sheeran on Off the Menu, and he was describing when he was on Hot Ones. He was saying they should make a documentary off the next week, because basically he was having.
Don't do this. Don't say this to me. Don't do this to me. A week, Christopher?
Maybe it's 3 days.
It's in the throat. That just made my spit thick. Now it's hard to swallow. Okay. What do you say about the next week?
It was bad.
He's British, though.
That's true.
They don't really know what spice is.
Host, what you're up to these days, Dalton?
What am I up to these days? Well, just got engaged, obviously. Thank you. We're planning a wedding. A lot goes into that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much taking up most of my time.
Yeah.
I don't know if these are helping, but being a distraction. Also, we're doing another season of Taskmaster.
Surprise.
So yeah, big announcement.
Surprise.
Surprise.
Anything else for the cameras, though?
Oh, don't eat yellow snow. And the gum on the sidewalk is not free.
There you have it. Thank you for everyone for watching this episode.